Hey my friends, I am Dr. Bree. I have a fun Foga workout for you today, fitness and yoga. This one is all about getting ready for tank top season. Check this out, fun little strappy straps. This workout actually doesn't require any equipment. So it's body weight only, and you can use a block. In fact, that might make some of the moves even more effective, but it's not necessary. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We're gonna actually begin on our hands and knees. So come on down onto the floor, and you want your feet out, straight out behind you, knees right under your hips. For this move in particular, you really want your hands spread nice and wide, like starfish. So your hands are planted underneath your shoulders, you're lifted through your belly, so belly button pulls toward your spine, but don't tuck your tail under. We want to keep our back flat, like a tabletop. We're gonna do some heart openers. This is a great ab exercise, a great twist, and a great shoulder strengthener and chest opener. So we go ahead and bring our arm up and down repeatedly. So try to keep both arms straight as an arrow. Straight as an arrow. Here we go, up and down. Breathe with this. Keep your core strong. 5 more. Last one. And down, straight into the other side. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Core is strong. Belly button pulls toward the spine. And remember to exhale as you twist. Five more. Last one. And let it go. Walk your hands forward, and you can place a block under your forehead, but we're gonna go into a puppy pose or melting heart, but we're gonna put our hands in a shark fin to really stretch our triceps. So hands forward, remember you can have a block under your forehead, and then bring your hands up into a shark fin or prayer hands above your head. This stretches out the backs of the arms, the triceps area. Make sure your hips are directly over your knees and just relax. If you feel any pinching in your low back, be sure to draw your belly button in toward your spine to just give yourself some protection and some support. One more deep breath. Now bring your hands down. One arm back and then the other. Come on up into a seated position on your heels. Now, if this is too much to be seated on your heels, you can sit on a block, or you can actually sit in a chair as well. You can stay facing whatever way you were. I'm just gonna face you now. We're doing peekaboos. Your hands are out with your hands spread wide, hands in front of your face, and hands stacked like this. Elbows are straight out to the sides. Okay, now bring your elbows out and then switch hand position. Out, switch hand position. Breathe with this. Make sure your core is strong. Make sure your ribs are not thrusting forward. And I'm gonna move to the side now so you can see how my core is strong. So I'm not letting this happen. This is a core workout too, because we have to keep our core engaged to control the movement that's happening in our back. Keep your shoulders down and relaxed away from your ears, and really feel your shoulder blades pinching together every time you do this move. I'm gonna show you from the back, but you can stay right where you are. So this is a back view. See how my shoulder blades are pinching together each time. Keep going, just a little bit longer. Keep going, keep going. and 5, 4. You should really be feeling the burn. 2 more each side, 1 more, and let it go. Oh my gosh. Shake out those arms and come to a standing position. Carefully come up, and we're gonna move into some windmills. So what this entails is your feet are nice and wide, lifted through the pelvic floor, pulled in through the low belly so you're stable through the core, and we're just gonna bring our arms in a big windmill motion. Now, when you're doing this, try not to let this happen with your body. You're trying to be really still through your body, and it's just the arms that are moving forward. Your knees can be softly bent, and make your feet as wide as it feels good. Keep going. This really loosens up the shoulder joints. These areas, these joints tend to get stiffer as we get older, so it's so good to do this. A couple more in this direction, and then let's reverse. Go the other way. So now back. Same thing as before. Be sure that this isn't happening. Whoa! Take it as slow as you need to go to keep yourself really stable and steady. You should definitely be feeling your shoulders heating up and lighting up. I know I do. Again, be sure that your core is engaged. You're breathing. Don't let your low back arch. You might find that one direction is harder. I think this direction is harder. Okay, and finish up. Straight into a side angle pose. So this knee is bent, knee over ankle, and the other leg is out, stretched out to the side. Really press into that outer edge of that foot, the back foot, and sink down into this front bent leg. Come onto your elbow. Right arm, my right arm is up toward the sky, and we circle it around. So more circles. Big full range of motion. Strong, holding this with your legs. So really feeling this great glute workout, booty workout, thigh workout, and arm workout too. Go the other way with your circles. Feel your mid-back, your area between your shoulder blades light up as you bring that arm back. Just a few more. Last one. And engage through your pelvic floor, engage through your core, come on up to a standing position, switch the legs. So now, adjust your feet so that the front foot is in line with the back arch, bend that front knee, sink into it, knee is over your ankle, this leg you're straight and pressing into that outer edge of your foot, sink onto your thigh with your elbow, left arm is now up, strong through the core, and we circle it around. Ah, feels so good. Really opening up that chest, which tends to get so tight if we are nursing moms, or if we carry things all day, or if we work at a computer all day, like me. I work editing videos all day and sending emails all day. Okay, keep going, a couple more. And then reverse, go the other way. Reach and open, reach and open. Still sinking into that bent knee. You might feel that this hand is wanting to clench. I was. Loosen it up. Sink into the leg, just a few more. Strong through the pelvic floor, lifted. And last one here. Oh, so good. Now engage your core, carefully come up to stand, and heel toe those feet together. Okay, we're gonna move into a pulsing move with our arms. I'm gonna show you without the block first, but I'm gonna let you know that you might want the block. Hands are together. Try to keep your elbows at bust height or higher the whole time. So we're going to pulse our arms up. Knees can be softly bent, as I'm showing. And really think about lifting your elbows so they're up, up, straight up. Try not to let this happen or toward your face. We want to be pretty much perpendicular to the ground, keeping your inner arms together. Now, keep going, keep going. If you are a bit bustier, then you might need a block between your arms. You can still get a great workout. In fact, it sometimes is even better because it really gives you something to press against. You can have your palms facing each other, or you can turn it so that your inner edges of your hands are facing each other. Play with it and see what feels good to you. Keep going, don't stop. Don't stop. If you can, keep going. We are going to work on our balance. So keep this move. Be at the front of your yoga mat. Strong and lifted through your core. Pelvic floor engages, abs pull in. Strengthen through your left leg. Our right foot is going to step back into warrior one. Or you can be in a lunge, but I prefer you to be in warrior one as it's a little bit more grounded and rooted. So your front knee is bent and you're pressing into the outer edge of that back foot. Don't let your low back arch. You want to be strong and lifted through the core. Keep going. I know it's killing you, isn't it? It's killing me. Let's do a couple more and then keep going, but engage your core and step up. Take a tiny little break of those arms and then get right back into it. Stand up tall. I know it's really killer. Now we're going to do the same thing, stepping back with our other foot into warrior one. So step back, challenging our balance, working those shoulders in a way you've never worked them before. Don't let your low back arch like this. You want to be lifted through the core, front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Pressing through the outer edge of that back foot, which is at a 45-degree angle. And last one, oh my gosh, shake it out. Step it forward, and bring your arms out to the side. Palms are facing up, little tiny circles back. Tiny little circles back. If your heart rate is really up right now, then don't just stand stock still. You want to rock side to side for a little bit until that heart rate calms down. I know I'm sweating, I'm feeling it. So keep going, knitting those shoulder blades together every time you circle back. I'll show you. Make sure that your shoulders don't slowly hike up toward your ears. We're not going for this. We want our shoulders down and relaxed. Feeling those shoulder blades knit together every time you circle back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax those arms, release, roll it out, and we're gonna come down onto the mat again. Okay, this first move is actually ideal with a yoga block, but if you don't have one, I'll start off by showing you without the block. You're gonna come down onto your elbows, and you wanna make sure that your forearms are completely parallel to one another, like railroad tracks. You want your elbows to be right under your shoulders. That alignment's really important. Spread out your hands nice and wide like starfish, and you're really gonna press into your hands. Keep your forearms parallel this whole time. Engage through the core, lift your low belly toward your spine, and then lift the elbows up off the ground so you're straight, and then bend back down. Do this with a ton of control, pressing into your fingertips, pressing into your hands. Press into those fingertips as you straighten your elbows. Now, keep going if you do not have a yoga block. If you do have a yoga block, I'm going to show you how you can do this move with a block, and it helps you keep your distance, and it really gives you something to press into, which is really super effective, especially if you have any weight with your yoga blocks. If they're heavy at all, you're really going to feel this. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, keep those forearms parallel. 8, keep breathing. 7, 6, 5, go slower than I am if you need to. 4, should really be feeling this in new places. 2 more, and last one. You are gonna look so good in your tank tops this summer and spring. So go ahead and come up onto your seated position, shake out your hands, give them a really good shake. And then we are going to do a decompression breath and sit forward into child's pose, just to stretch out those arms. So inhale big, and then exhale, press all the air out as you fold forward into child's pose. Press the hands in front of you and tent up your fingertips, so it's a really active child's pose. Stretching, 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 and then sweep your hands behind you and just let them dangle. Deep breath. And now come onto your elbows again. We are not done. So very similar to the position we were just in. Think about arms being parallel like railroad tracks. Elbows under your shoulders. Now clasp your hands together. It's really important here that you keep your elbows right where they are. Don't let them slowly slide out to the sides. We want to keep them right under your shoulders. Hands clasped, belly button toward your spine. Tuck your toes under, dolphin pose. So lift your bum up toward the sky. You can keep your knees bent. I'm going to. Really advanced students might want to straighten their legs, but I'm going to keep my knees bent. Holding this position, either just hold it and press yourself back. Press your body back toward your thighs. If you want more, then we can move into a rock. So rock forward so that your nose is over your thumbs, and then press back on an exhale. So inhale forward, nose over thumbs, press back on an exhale. Rock forward, press back. Feel those shoulders and your back muscles working to make this happen. Rock forward, press back. If this feels funny on your pelvic floor, then don't do it. Take a break. That's totally okay. Keep those knees bent. Keep your spine long. Don't round. Don't be hunchy like this. We want to be straight through the back. Straight through the back. Couple more. Remember to breathe with this. And drop your knees down, one and then the other, and another child's pose with a decompression breath. Exhale. And really reach those arms out in front of you. Tent your fingers. Deep breath. Active child's pose. And then swing your arms behind you and just relax. Come up one last time. And we're gonna do one more intense move. This is a great one. It's a lot. Your triceps are gonna feel me tomorrow. They're gonna love me tomorrow. So we're going to make sure that our hands are right under our shoulders, if not a little bit farther back. We want them really far back, not out in front of us. So make sure your hands are right under you, fingers spread out. Keeping your elbows at your sides, you're gonna move down so that you are almost at a 90-degree angle at your elbow. So bending forward and then up. Shift forward, bend, up. Shift forward, bend, up. Shift forward, bend, up. Now, if you wanna continue with that, go ahead. If you want a little bit more, then here's what we're gonna do. Same idea, but you're gonna lift your right leg off the floor. Belly is strong, pulled toward the spine. Shift forward, down, up. Shift forward, down, up. Breathe on an exhale on the way up. So we do 5 more. Keep your elbows close to your sides, pointed toward the back of the room as you shift forward, and then you exhale up. Last one. Oh my gosh, so hard. Let it go. Release the low back. And we move into the other side. So left leg behind you. Shift forward, elbows close to your sides, and come on up. Shift forward, elbows close to your sides, come on up. And again. Last one. So killer. Come on down. And now lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Oh my gosh. Let it go. Bring your arms out to a T for our last exercise. You're going to inhale, squeeze your bottom, point your toes, and lift everything off the ground, strengthening the whole backside of the body. And come on down. This time, lift up on the inhale. On the exhale, twist. So left arm is forward, right arm is back. Now inhale to a T and down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, T, and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, T. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, T. Exhale, down. Keep going. One more each side. And let it all go. Relax the bottom and come up into a Sphinx position again. This time, bring your elbows a little bit closer together. And we're going to begin by reaching our left arm behind our right, palm up. So this is my left arm. It's behind the right, palm is up. Try to make it so that your elbows are now pretty much in line with one another, and you might need a block nearby to put your forehead on. So we're going to now bring this arm, my right arm, and it's going to go to the left. This is called bow tie. It's a yin yoga pose. And so your arms are crossed one in front of the other. Left arm is behind the right. And you're really rounded through that upper back. Just relax your head down and walk your arms away from each other. And again, remember, you can put your head on a block, your forehead. This is a great way to stretch out that upper back and your shoulders. We're not going to hold it as long as a traditional yin yoga pose. We're just going to get a sense for this stretch and see how it feels. Breathe deeply into that upper back. Think about expanding your lungs into your upper back. One more time, breathe. And release. Now, left arm is the one that's out to the side here, so we're gonna roll away from that left arm onto the back and just stretch your arms out in a T if you can. My right arm is blocked by the wall, but just see if you can stretch your arms out in a T, opening your chest, and take a deep, deep breath. Now roll back onto your belly, back into that Sphinx position. And we're going to bring the right arm now behind your left. So my right arm is behind my left. The elbows are pretty much in line with one another. And now my left arm right here is going to go out to the side. And in this position, you are going to walk those arms away from each other, rock it, round your upper back, shimmy into this position. Your arms are reaching away from each other, and then you just relax into it. Let gravity pull you down. Let your head hang or your forehead rest on a yoga block. And breathe into that upper back. Feel your lungs expanding into your upper back. One more nice deep breath. And roll away from that right side. So your arms are now stretched out into a T. And just open your chest. Feel that nice expansion. And I don't want to let y'all leave without one great bonus move, really focusing in on our abs. So shimmy yourself back onto your yoga mat if you were off of it. And we're going to begin by engaging the pelvic floor. So gently pull your pelvic floor in and up, and then gently pull your low abs in. And for this move, I want you to have your low back fairly close to the ground. Don't let it arch like this. So keep your low back fairly close to the ground. Nice and engaged through the core. We're going to use our hands and press our knee toward our hands and our hands toward the knee. You're giving a pressure this way with your leg and this way with your hands. And feel the opposing forces. Feel how it really tones your core. Toning up your core. Breathe with this. Keep your low back close to the ground. Don't let it arch. And then switch. Feel that pressure this way with your leg and this way with your hands. Pressing so that nothing's moving. It's isometric contraction, same length. Nothing's moving, but you're feeling that work in your core. Now, if that felt challenging for you, then you can do that again on each side. Practice. Go back and forth and feel that. If you'd like a little more, then bring one leg up and then the other. Keeping your low back close to the ground. You're going to do that same pressure inward with your leg and downward with your hands as you straighten the other leg. Don't let your low back arch. We want to keep it down close to the ground. And then switch. Switch on an exhale. And switch. Keep going. One more on each side. Now stay with your legs. Reach your arms back. Keep your low back close to the floor and then reach your legs out. And we swing around and open. Keep your back close to the floor. Close and open. Breathe steadily. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you feel your low back arching at all, then make your feet go up a little more toward the ceiling, not so far down. So a couple more. Last one. Hold it. Keep your low back close to the floor. Keep your belly pulled in, and release. Oh my gosh. Feet wide as the yoga mat and drop one knee side to side. This is really essential for releasing your low back. Hopefully your low back felt really good during that move and you kept your back close to the ground. But if there's any tension at all in your back after doing that, definitely take this moment to release out your legs. Drop one knee at a time. Little gentle spinal twist. And then drop both knees all the way to the side. Take a deep breath. And then all the way to the other side, take a deep breath. Now stretch your legs out in front of you. Step one leg in and then the other. Lift your bum toward the sky. And now stretch the legs, one leg out, then the other. Arms nice and long overhead. Wiggle everything out. Deep breath in and then roll onto your side. Use your hand to push yourself up into a seated position, and we'll end with just a couple quick shoulder stretches and tricep stretches. So you can sit in a chair or on a block or just seated like I am. And we'll begin with a shoulder stretch across your body. We're not going to hold these for very long. If you want to hold them for longer, that's awesome. So release that shoulder away from your ear. And then let's move to the other side. Pull the arm across, shoulder down, away from your ear. And now reach your right arm up toward the sky, bend at the elbow, and use your other hand to pull it back. Great tricep stretch. I like to press my head back into my arm. So pressing back, I'll show you from the side what it looks like. I'm pressing back into this arm right here. And then switch sides, both arms up, and other side. Press back with my head into the arm. Great, great tricep stretch. Really, really nice after all that work we did. So you are gonna be feeling so good for tank top season. You might kind of hate me tomorrow, but I think that it's actually gonna be a good kind of hate. Those triceps are gonna feel so good. Release the hands down, roll out the shoulders, and I just wanna thank you for taking the time to do this Foga workout with me today. The next time you do this workout, if you wanna roll on a little bit of a rollerball blend to help give you motivation, I know I did before the workout. This is a blend of peppermint, wild orange, lavender, eucalyptus, and rosemary essential oils diluted with some carrier oil. It's wonderful, it smells so good, and it's just a wonderful way to really motivate you before your next workout. If you're ever interested in learning more about essential oils, it's part of my business. I love helping people get started. And no matter what, stay tuned for more awesome videos that are core and pelvic floor friendly, perfect for really anybody, not just women, perfect for men too. Anyone can do my workouts. I hope you'll enjoy them and will subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. I'll see you next time. Happy tank top shopping. Bye.